the plan to fight drugs for Ndlela areas. And he writes in again to say, the business community has been shut out. Mr. Mayor does not even have a proper plan. And another one from Erasmus Ndlela, who says, #Maritzburg, the transport system is poorly developed in Peter Maritzburg. And Mamine says, the city has become so dirty, it is embarrassing. There is litter everywhere, and yet the workers sit around under the trees. Your response to the tweets?
Well, I have to confess to say we are mindful of the last part of your questions or the tweets of the filth around the city itself. That's why I was saying earlier on, we have introduced the One Ward, One Co-op initiative, wherein specifically they are dealing with cleaning of the city. But I think the city cleanliness of filth speaks to a large extent the culture of owning the space we use.
But at the same time, Mamine here says that, one of our viewers who has actually written to us says that the workers are there. They're not doing their job. They're sitting under the trees.
That must be embarrassing, because we have got supervisors. And I think it's important that we take note of that and we immediately root that thing out, because you can't be earning a salary or a wage when you're not providing the service.
So
it's definitely what it actually means, because we have got personnel. If the personnel at our disposal is not doing sufficient work to clean the city, it's something that we need to deal with, because we can't complain anymore that we are short-staffed. We have got personnel at our disposal, and it has to be effectively and efficiently used. And that's one thing we are going to look into.
Are you going to look into that immediately after the show?
I'm telling you immediately after the show. That's one. But with regards to the drugs, you'll appreciate that it's a new phenomenon. That includes things like your youth unemployment. It's a new phenomenon. It's cutting across. It's not just for Ndlela per se. But having said that, we are working with the law enforcement agencies to root out that kind of social ill. But at the same time, our councillors are doing everything humanly possible to talk to the young people. They visit institutions where young people are concentrated in order to talk about the negative effects of drug abuse. But we also want to call up.
But is there a plan? My apologies, I just need to chip in there. Is there a plan? Because Matkunu wants to know if there is an effective plan to fight drugs in Ndlela.
Absolutely. We have got a structure in the Office of the Mayor that is working with the communities to fight the drugs. Firstly, you need to know where they come from. You need to deal with the source of the drugs before you talk about the drug runners and the users of the drugs. And that's exactly what we are doing, working with the law enforcement agencies, in particular the police, where our community policing forum are active in respective corners of the city.
But you rightfully said that one of the major contributing factor towards drug abuse in the area is the issue of unemployment. They're sitting at home, they're idling, hence they resort to drugs. I think that's where you've got to start addressing the problem.
It would be a serious contradiction to say unemployment contributes to drug abuse, because drugs, I'm told, are very expensive. Now the question will be, how does a person who's unemployed access drugs? I want to say to you, it's not just about that, but it's about education. But beyond that, we have said it and we want to repeat, as the municipality, I think on a pro rata basis, we have employed massive number of people.
Okay. Now, Osasa Corner, Mayor, that's where we're going to leave it, because we've got to take our 8 o'clock news bulletin. Now, Osasa Corner, you'll get to respond to some of the tweets. Send those tweets. It's 8 o'clock. It's back to you, Leanne, in studio with the latest news.